Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Script here, back with another episode of The Doors to Success. If you're new here, I've been making videos exploring the lives of entertainers, mainly hip-hop acts, delving into the concept of selling one's soul. For a long time, there's been a persuasive belief that artists and entertainers must undergo various rituals to achieve ultimate fame. The idea of selling one's soul is as old as time, and is viewed differently based on one's individual perspectives on faith and religion. Some see it as compromising their moral compass for material gain, separate from any supernatural deity. Others believe artists are truly giving themselves to a devilish figure, or maybe industry execs, often termed the unseen forces in the music business. Around 2015, DJ Vlad interviewed New York rapper Nori, who discussed his experience with fame and had referred to a pivotal moment in his career where he was confronted with three options, likened to doors he had to pass through. These doors encompass the actions fans speculate artists must do to take their careers to the next level. And these doors involve A. Sacrificing a friend or family member, B. Engaging in fruity activities, or C. Pursuing an independent route. In today's episode, we're diving into the world of Lil Uzi Vert to see what doors he's seemingly passed through himself. Born Samir Baisal Woods on July 31st, 1995 in the Francisville neighborhood in North Philadelphia, specifically repping the 17th and Ridge Avenue area, Woods was always known amongst his friends to be a unique and charismatic person, which seemed to stem from his love for both hip-hop but also punk and alternative rock music, ranging from artists such as Pennsylvania's own Meek Mill and Wiz Khalifa, all the way to Marilyn Manson, My Chemical Romance, and more. These influences would definitely show in his style as he grew into a bigger artist, which we'll get into later. In this article from NSS magazine about Lil Uzi, it wrote, starting to rap in the 10th grade after hearing a classmate, William Aston, freestyle, Woods and Aston went on to form the rap group Staketown, which broke up when Woods was 17. He then decided to drop out of school and started working at the American soft discount grocery chain Bottom Dollar Food, but managed to get let go after just 4 days, which subsequently led him to get kicked out of his house by his mother. Not even legally an adult, Lil Uzi found himself out of school, out of a job, and out of a home. The whole situation led him to getting the first of his now iconic tattoos on his face in the form of the word faith just under the hairline, and started to take the prospects of his rap career more seriously. Before adopting the moniker Lil Uzi Vert, he used to go by C-Lab Vertical, but in this 2014 interview before getting signed to a major label, he describes how he came up with his now stage name.
Alright, well, my name, first of all, it was Vert, and that's short for vertical. Okay. Vertical jump is straight to the top, so I'm going straight to the top. But one day I was rapping, I was in my hood rapping, and some old head was like, damn, you rapping fast, you rap like a machine gun, rapping like a Uzi.
Like a Uzi.
Like a Uzi.
Okay.
Exactly.
Like I said, that's a confident name right there, like you say Uzi.
Like any artist, Lil Uzi continued to find his sound by experimenting with different styles ranging from fast rap, cloud rap, trap rap, before landing on his very melodic, emo rap signature sound that he'd embraced. In early 2014, Uzi would release his first project by the name of Purple Thoughts EP Volume 1, which helped him pick up some steam online, getting production from buzzing Florida artist at the time, Space Ghost Perp, on the track White. Thankfully for Uzi, fellow Philly artist and producer of a few tracks on Lil Uzi's first project, DJ Diamond Cuts, got Lil Uzi played on the local radio station in Philly, which led to Philly's own Don Cannon, who at the time held the title of Def Jam Recordings Vice President of A&R, hearing Lil Uzi's record. This led to the two men linking up that same year, when Don Cannon would end up hosting his debut mixtape titled The Real Uzi, which released on August 5th of 2014. This project, thanks to the help of Don Cannon and close collaborator DJ Drama, got Uzi connected with other big industry names currently, such as producer Metro Boomin and Philly's Gilly the Kid, who now just goes by Gilly. Then in 2015, Don Cannon and DJ Drama would go on to launch their own label imprint under Atlantic Records, by the name of Generation Now, which is where Uzi would get his first major break in the music business, signing to the two men's newly created label, where they would be in charge of rollouts and promotion, while Atlantic Records would take care of the distribution side of things. Lil Uzi would then in 2015 go on to release his second mixtape and debut on Atlantic Records, Love Is Rage, which got features from Young Thug and Wiz Khalifa. Naturally, with the major label bump and the hit single Top now sitting at 35 million views on YouTube, things were looking good for Lil Uzi. During this time, many artists were posting their music on the then popular streaming platform SoundCloud, and this was another tool that helped Uzi get a bigger buzz, releasing tracks on his page like Money Longer in 2016, which also landed a radio debut on Shade 45. Things kept going up for Uzi in 2016 when SoundCloud sent him a trophy for getting the most followers that very year, which cemented his name as a SoundCloud rap legend. He also landed himself on what many consider to be the last decent XXL freshman cover with other artists like 21 Savage, Denzel Curry, Kodak Black, Lil Yachty, and more. Going into 2017, Lil Uzi would then get to go on tour with pop star The Weeknd, who I've done a video on if you're interested in watching after this one. And during The Weeknd's Starboy Legend of the Fall tour, Lil Uzi spent 1 month on the road, inspiring him to make one of the biggest songs of his career, XO Tour Life. This single managed to get the attention of the now deceased fashion designer Virgil Abloh, who directed the visuals for his breakout single. I also have a video about him too. At this point, Lil Uzi was already beginning to be praised as the new generation star and fan favorite. But it didn't take too long for Lil Uzi to start becoming frustrated with his label situation, expressing on Twitter, now X, stating, quote, "All my young don't sign to a label. I'm your elder. Labels do they send in OK records up your SoundCloud." He also tweeted, quote, "And if y'all do sign to a major. Don't sign to a rapper or DJ. It's just easier when the time comes for that fake shit." With all this label drama, it led Uzi to hold off on releasing any music until he can get things sorted out. And for those unfamiliar with label situations, feel free to check out this older video of mine on the infamous 360 label deals artists often get roped into. Anyway, after a 3-year hiatus, Uzi managed to get help from Jay-Z's Rock Nation management, and then in 2020, he released his highly anticipated second studio album, Eternal Take. Uzi then followed that album up with the EP Red and White, released on SoundCloud, serving as the predecessor to his highly anticipated third studio album, Pink Tape, released on June 30th, 2023. Uzi. Where do we even start, man? This dude has been teetering the line, and that in itself is an understatement when it comes to his masculinity. But look, this isn't some red pill channel here to preach to you how to be a man, but there are definitely certain things that a real man wouldn't do, even if it meant more attention and money to whatever they're doing. For example, let's take a look at his style before the fame and after. And I mean, what the living hell is going on here? He went from
real nigga shit
to
yes, daddy
in the span of a few years. Of course, people's styles change and they get influenced by different things, but it was clear Lil Uzi's zesty side was starting to come out, as sometime in mid-2017, before the release of Lil Uzi's second studio album, a photo of him went viral, posing with a ripped up feminine looking long sleeve shirt, carrying what looked to be a purse, with comments such as, quote, "WTF, all our men want to be women. Shake my head. This is not style, it's embarrassing," with many more like this. Naturally, not all felt the same, with others saying, quote, "It's funny how people can't accept change. Hip hop has changed for years and it's gonna continue to change." But that's just the beginning of Lil Uzi pushing the boundaries in the realm of hip hop, going on to pose in very suspicious photos with fellow suspect Young Thug, which again had people noticing the feminization of the rap game creeping in more and more. Then of course, Uzi, being the character he is seen playing football in a skirt for a fashion campaign. Alright, quick intermission. What the actual is up with these fashion shows?
Boy, ain't no fucking way, boy.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck,
Alright,
man?
back on track. Now, I know some people that come across this video might be thinking, well, isn't this just promotion, dressing up in a way that's going to spark a debate online and ultimately get the people talking, drawing eyes to the music, and yes, that's definitely part of the plot. But it'd be ignorant to skim over the fact that he's influencing those that admire him and his music to dress and act like him. Plus, with every action is a reaction or a consequence. And as you'll see, Lil Uzi himself seems to be aware of this.
Hold on, let me explain something to them real quick. Before everybody starts screaming and saying, oh, like I told y'all earlier, you motherfuckers entered the rapture. And if ain't nobody flying up to heaven right now, obviously all y'all motherfuckers going to hell. Right with me. So, let's get it. Oh, you already here. I'm so sorry. You can't get out. You're stuck. It's over. You heard the song a million times and you didn't even know. That's up, but I still love you.
In July of 2022, it was reported that Uzi changed his pronouns to they/them on Instagram, stirring up more debate about his sexuality. This led many to speculate whether Uzi genuinely identifies this way or if it was a result of industry agendas. Some believe it's simply a way to be edgy, troll, and seek attention. But as the theme of this video suggests, it's fairly common for artists to undergo significant transformations in appearance and behavior once they achieve fame, often straying far from their original image in the industry. The zesty persona of Lil Uzi was starting to become too much even for some of his dedicated fans, with some finding it increasingly difficult to defend him.
Even the thing, because now I can't defend my goat after what I've seen, and what I've seen shocks me.
However, Uzi took it to another level with his bold performance at the 2024 Coachella Festival.
I've been holding this in for a very long time, man. I'm pretty sure a lot of you already knew this about me. But what I want to tell y'all tonight is I am gay.
Alright, he didn't really say that, but I mean, he was damn near alluding to it, we all know it. Plus, his ass came out on stage looking like Sexy Red's gay little brother. Even his fans felt he was pushing boundaries too damn far.
You look real gay.
And it became evident to even those that were reluctant to see it that he'd walk through one of the infamous doors to success. So during Uzi's rise, he developed a strong bond with a Memphis-born rapper who goes by the name Lotta Desto, and the two collaborated on several songs that were posted on Desto's YouTube page. During this period, Lil Uzi hinted to his fans that he would be launching his own record label, XVI Records. Rumors spread that he signed producers and an artist, notably Lotta Desto, who was frequently referred to in blogs and articles as an artist under Lil Uzi Vert. I couldn't help but find this interesting, considering that not too long before this news, Uzi was tweeting to his fans advising them not to sign with another rapper or DJ, only to later sign an artist himself. However, I should mention that it's not certain and there was no paperwork proving that Desto was actually signed to Uzi or his label. It's worth mentioning that Lotta Desto, whose real name Destiny Govin, was quite the braggadocious artist as her name suggests, often pictured with stacks of money, fresh clothes, garnering both good and bad attention, if you will. Interestingly enough, Desto's father, whose real name is Hernandez Govin, was indicted in November of 2022 for the murder of a popular Memphis rapper, Young Dolph. So it's fair to say she might have gotten more of the wrong type of attention from the wrong type of people because of what her father did. However, Destiny appeared to be focused on her music, doing her own thing and actively posting on her socials, seen here on a post from September 23rd, 2023, but little did she know that would be her last post to her page. During the early hours of Saturday night, Destiny and her friend Amira Hughes were leaving Spire nightclub in Houston en route to another club. As they approached a red light, the vehicle in front of them had passengers who suddenly exited and began shooting directly at Destiny and her friend. it was reported that Destiny fired back at her killers, but tragically succumbed to her injuries minutes later. The next morning, blogs and social media sent their condolences for the loss of the 25-year-old aspiring artist. Police also identified at the scene of the crime 24-year-old Christian Isaiah Williams, who was charged with murder pretty much right after the shooting, along with a second suspect who was arrested less than a year after her death. Naturally, people were speculating on whether this was a random act of violence, a targeted street attack, or a ritualistic sacrifice on Lil Uzi's behalf. And well, you know what part I'll be covering. Using the practice of gematria, specifically English gematria, a method within Kabbalah, aka Jewish mysticism, that utilizes the alphanumeric code, assigning each letter of the alphabet a numerical value. And whenever you spell out a word or a phrase, it corresponds to a specific numerical value based on standard ciphers. These numbers often reveal patterns connecting to other relevant words or names from the story, and even align with the date numerology, which will also be utilized to explore this case. Alright, so notice that Lil Uzi Vert holds the value of 55 in the reduction cipher, matching with the date numerology of when his artist was shot and killed. Plus, the reports pointed out that she was killed off 5500 Richard Avenue. In numerology, zeros are null, leaving us with the number 55, so there's some quick pattern recognition. We'll touch on the number 55 in a bit because it also has an interesting connection to Uzi and his whole persona. Lil Uzi's full name holds the value of 204, and remember, in numerology, zeros are null, leaving us with the number 24. The number 24 played a significant role in the story, as Destiny was killed on the 24th day of the month around 2:40 a.m. by a 24-year-old man just weeks after entering her 25th year of life. More connections to Uzi throughout this story, as September 24th, 2022 had a prime date numerology of 75, and Lil Uzi's full name equates to 75 in the reduction cipher. Again, this is relevant as the media cited Desto as Lil Uzi's artist. Now here you can see Desto's full name, Destiny Govin, matches with the phrase human sacrifice, which some believe Destiny was for Lil Uzi Vert's career. In the ordinal cipher referred to as the most basic, where A equals 1, B equals 2, so on and so forth, the stage name Lil Uzi Vert equates to 154, matching the phrase ritual sacrifice. Also, Desto was killed on a Saturday in a shooting, and as you can see, both of these words are a 2-for-2 match in the base ciphers. While still on the day of her death, you could see how, with the date written as such, it equates to 59, matching the value of her real name and the word kill in the Latin cipher. While still on the topic of the number 59, you could see how it's the 17th prime number. And we just discussed how her name equates to 59, and notice how that connects to these two words below, shot and kill, and again, we know that she died because she was shot and killed. In the reverse ordinal, her full name equates to 211, which happens to be the 47th prime number, matching the value of the word murdered, which Destiny sadly was. She was killed at the young age of 25 years old, and the word death equates to 25. So in light of this video being about whether or not Destiny Govin, aka Lotta Desto, was a sacrifice for Lil Uzi, I did notice that her full name, including her middle name, Destiny Regine Govin, equates to 107 in the reverse reduction cipher. October 8th, about 2 weeks after Destiny was killed, she would be laid to rest with Lil Uzi Vert appearing and even giving a eulogy at her funeral.
I don't even know how I feel, right? I honestly don't know how to feel. Like, I got close, like, with her over a short span of time, but like, just her loyalty, like, she showed me a different type of loyalty. Like, she had real loyalty to me. Like, she had never let nobody get up on me.
At the funeral, Uzi showed up in a red outfit, and for those familiar with my channel, you know that red represents blood and sacrifice. Plus, it's not common practice to wear such colors to a person's funeral in general. On Lil Uzi's third album, Pink Tape, there's a track titled Days Come and Go, where he mentions that he spent $200K on Desto's funeral. Now, I often say if you observe an artist's actions and how they move or what happens in their career after these tragic moments, it's not uncommon for the artist to experience a big achievement of some kind as a reward for their sacrifice, if you will. A classic Faustian bargain. Lil Uzi, the following year, would have a career spike again with his viral hit, Just Wanna Rock, winning him a BET award the year after his artist Desto was killed. Uzi's been known for his edgy appearance, often displaying occult or satanic imagery throughout his career. And now, I did mention we'd go back to the number 55, and it's because it ties into a big part of his image. Notice that his name, excluding his middle name, Samir Woods, equates to 55, just like his stage name and the name Satan, the very deity Uzi has been accused of worshiping multiple times.
When people say like, I'm a devil worshiper or anything, but how's the music? Because it'll be a motherfucker that be like, Uzi, get with God. And then I'll drop a song and like, damn. And it's just like, yeah. Like why y'all even bringing up religion? Religion is just like, why are you bringing, like, we don't, like what they say, don't bring up religion, a woman's age or power.
Yeah.
You don't find that suspicious?
He shows up to his concerts with a set full of upside down crosses and fiery flames, and brand satanic symbols on his clothes, even explicitly referencing it in his lyrics, quote, make a city girl believe in Satan. Hell, the guy even tattooed an upside down cross on his tongue, of all places. I mean, it's fair to say Lil Uzi has consistently played this card throughout his career. He also joked about his music being like hypnosis in an interview at the Grammys, alluding to his song Just Wanna Rock that went mega viral in late 2023. The one with the zesty hip dance, which I personally felt was something that should be reserved for the ladies, but I digress.
Hi, I just want to rock. Ba-da-ya-ya. It's in my brain. Do you know that? It's living rent free. I can't get it out. You did that.
Yeah, it's hypnosis. Yeah, it's hypnosis.
This nigga.
The notion of music being used to induce a trance-like state akin to hypnosis is not new or far-fetched. The idea of music and frequencies affecting the listener's mind has been discussed extensively in the past. That said, Lil Uzi has even more connections to numbers that are associated with evil, if you will, as he was born on the 31st of July, a date that can be written as 31/7, resembling the number 317. 317 is the 66th prime number, and the phrase number of the beast, which alludes to the number 666, equates to 66 in the reduction cipher, so stick with me. On Uzi's popular album, Love Is Rage 2, he titled a song 444 plus 222, a clear nod to the number of the beast. As mentioned, Lil Uzi often uses the upside down cross, whether it be in the form of a stage prop, jewelry, or tattoo. He always finds a way to incorporate it, and I thought it was interesting that his full name equates to 204, matching with the phrase upside down cross, a symbol often linked to Satanism, which holds the value of 24 in the reduction cipher. So you see how it's all kind of tying in.
It all makes sense now.
So as you could see from the imagery to his name, birthday, lyrics, and songs, Lil Uzi is clearly involved in some strange things behind the scenes, and whether you personally view it simply as an artist expressing their art or one spreading an agenda,
Yeah, it's hypnosis.
it's clear his influence gets around to those it's meant to influence. But hell, what could we expect from an artist whose stage name sounds eerily close to Lucifer and tattoos multiple occult-themed satanic images all over his body? But guys, that's all I got for you today. If you stuck around to the end, just know I appreciate you. Be sure to hit that damn like button for your boy. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you guys think about all this. Did Uzi really walk through the so-called doors to success? It's been your boy Script, and I'm out of here. Peace.